Hey everyone, welcome back to this new video. I am Matteo.
I am Katya.
And finally we are back with a standard lesson. After so many lessons in Latin, you may thought that our channel now it's a Latin channel, but don't worry, here we are. We just were a little bit busy in the latest period with competition, with training camps, and here we are finally shooting a new video lesson. And today we are going to take the feather step. We will try to make a not so long lesson. Of course, the things to say in a feather step, they are like infinite, but we will try to give you the main information that you need to dance a proper feather step in 3 different levels. As someone said, I can teach you a feather step in 5 minutes, but you will need a whole life to be able to dance it good. So understand that what we will tell you today, of course, it is gonna be limited, but let's start now with the beginner level. In order to dance this figure as a base level, you need to know which steps, how to be in contact with your partner during these steps, and the body actions. Okay, so let's start immediately with the steps. For the man, we will start with the right leg on the heel, and we dance a slow between the legs of the lady, slow. Then we are going to step on the left leg, on the ball of foot, and we rise. Okay, so we dance quick, and then the third step is gonna be again on the ball of foot, and we low. And this is the third step as well with the count quick. For Katya, the footwork, it will be toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And I hope that you notice that every time she's leaving the floor, she's pulling the heel. Why this? Because in Foxtrot, in the feather step, we don't have foot rise. So the only rise is given, for the lady, is given only by the stretching of the leg. And this, of course, is a peculiarity of the feather step of the Foxtrot. The thing that the girl has to pull very nicely the heel when she's moving backward. What about body actions? We have a CBM action, the first step, so we rotate to right. The second step now is with a side leading, so we move left with the left leg, with the left side, let's say, and then on the third step, we maintain the same alignment of the body, and we step in front of the left leg in CBMP, okay? Now, let's go in a more interesting territory, and we will talk about the advanced level. In order to dance this figure in a more advanced way, you have to be able to create a higher dynamic. And how we will create higher dynamic? Of course, with the body weight, okay? In the feather step, we have 2 different kinds of swing. One, it is the pendulum swing, and the other one, it is the metronomic swing. These 2 swings are completely the opposite, okay? Because one, it's going to be active in the lower part, and the other one, it is going to be faster active in the upper part, okay? So when you start to do this figure, already during the preparation, you have to be aware that now the fastest part of the body, it will be the lower part, and 1. Okay? Then, when you are finishing the figure, you have to recover with the head weight. And it's the moment when you start to add the metronomic swing. Okay? So we will start once again with the preparation step. And 5, 6, 7. We go with the pendulum and metronomic. Okay? Of course, the metronomic is not so visible, but it will be visible if you don't do it. Why? Because if you don't compensate with the metronomic swing, you will end up finishing the feather step too much backward. So when you already start to transfer the body weight on the left leg, that is the moment where you have to start to move your upper part of the body forward. Okay? Let's show one time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pendulum, metronomic. Okay. Once you start to increase the dynamic of this figure, it starts to be a little bit more challenging to stay together. So this is the moment where I have to ask you, Katja, to explain a little bit how you manage to stay with me during this movement without pushing me away out of balance and, of course, without giving space or losing the contact.
I always try to direct my center to the partner, but especially during second and third step, so especially here, I try not to push out the stomach area, so I don't go away from the partner. I try to continue to move to my direction.
Okay, so what I feel from my side is that she's keeping directing the center to me, but at the same time she's keeping moving across her foot in the direction that I gave her. So it's like at the same time she's doing two different actions. One is to me and the other is towards the direction we choose. Okay, let's show. Maybe let's change direction so we can see from another point of view. So we take right to right contact, close position. We prepare 5, 6, 7. Pendulum. Now she directs center to me, but still going backward. And in this way, I have plenty of space to move outside her with the right leg. And now, last but not least, in this advanced level of the feather step, I want to talk about the usage of the right leg when you are going to make the third step. As my teacher, Dima, always say, when you step outside partner, you should think to swing only until the knee. You don't have to swing whole the leg, because if you swing all the leg, your hip joint will pass immediately your partner, and you are going to be in this kind of bad contact where you have all the hip away from her. Instead, in a correct CBMP step, your hip joint should be behind the right hip joint of the partner, okay? And that's why he's saying always that you have to swing your leg only until the knee. As you can see, my hip joint is behind her, but my knee and my foot are outside partner. So let's show in this point in this direction, and we will stop in the step number 2. 1, 2, 3. Now, as you can see, only the knee goes forward and my hip joint stays behind her. Okay? Now, I think that we can close this advanced level and start to talk about premium stuff. So, how to dance a feather step in a way that people literally can take their eyes off you. And in my opinion, to do that, you have to be able to create contrast inside the figure. And which kind of contrast I'm telling about? Of course, Foxtrot is a dance where we try to be as much as possible continuous in our movement. But if you manage to have a first half of the figure a little bit faster, in a way that in the second half of the figure you can spend more time to show the way how you pull your foot, the way how you create a continuous way, which we'll talk in a moment, then it will be even more beautiful, okay? So let's talk about this. First of all, you have to understand that feather step, even though the figure goes all the time diagonal to the center, it is not done in only one direction. When you make the slow, so the first step, you have to a little bit turn more to the right, okay, compared to the direction that you choose. In this way, you will move your partner away from your trajectory, and now you can easily bring your left side forward, okay? So imagine that you are dancing your feather step like a curve, and now a line going to the left, okay? Let's do it in different direction. So we will start, we make a drive with a curve, and now we go to the left diagonal, okay? Again, with position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Curl, diagonal. Okay, good. Once you make this kind of different directions between first half and second half of the figure, you will see that once you are on the left leg, you have the possibility to add a little extra in your body. This little extra, it is called continuous sway. The continuous sway, it is done, it is possible to do after the technical sway. And it is possible to do when you have a continuation in the figure. So, if you have a close fit position, it is not possible. But if you have a passing natural turn, running finish, feather step, going out from bounce fallaway, these kind of situations, then you can add in the top part of your body an extra stretch, okay? And this is done by both. So we are here, slow. Now we are on the left foot, and here as soon as my leg starts to go forward, I add in my shoulder an extra stretch, okay? And if we want to show in front of the camera how it is done on the spot, until this area, Katja is trying to be still and going away only with the head and the shoulder, okay? If you do in movement, of course, it will be much more, because before this, you already done the technical sway, and then you add the stretch in the shoulder area. But on the spot, it is only about stretching the top line. And now I have a question. What we can suggest them to avoid the typical mistake for the one who is going backwards, so in this case for the lady, when you can see that the lady is falling forward and the hips or popa is too much backward.
I suggest, first of all, not to squeeze down the left side, and second one is very important, to move the right side in direction diagonally to the center, so in the direction of my right elbow.
So it's not that you are going towards the sway, because of course in this moment you have sway to the left, but you're working to the opposite direction.
Yeah, I'm thinking already to move to the right leg.
Okay, so let's show maybe from this part. We'll take position. No, sorry. This is better, because you can see how Katja is trying not to collapse on the left, but from the left leg, moving to the right. Yeah. And in this way, actually we have to connect this information with the previous information about the direction of the center, which we talked about in the advanced level. I feel at the same time that she's directing her center to me and moving her right side to the direction that we choose. So in this way, I can go perfectly in balance on my left leg and not being afraid that my partner is falling somewhere away from me, but she's like supporting me in a way. Okay, so this is for the lady very, very, very important.
And also it's very important for the lady one point about head weight. So if we drop down the head weight, it's too much pressure to the left heel, so it's very easy to cross the partner and to drop down. So we're trying to keep the head weight on the right leg and stretch this direction.
Yeah, actually, I see many times also when I teach that ladies struggles to pull the heel, and they tell us, oh, my heel covers, how it is called in English, heel covers, yeah, those things that you put on the heel, those silicone ones, they breaks too early, too fast. Well, actually, girls, you have to pull the heel, of course, but you have to pull the heel freely. You don't have to put so much pressure on the heel. And this is what Katja said now, it is very important. The head weight always continue to move to the direction that we choose. Okay? So let's show one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pendulum, metronomic, and go. Okay? One more time, from a different direction. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rotate to right, left. Okay. So, as we promised at the beginning, we try to keep this lesson very short so it is more easy to watch for you. Of course, you have to discuss about all the other information with your coach, with your trainer, but I hope that this lesson, it will be helpful for you to at least start to dance and practice the feather step if it is the first time you are approaching this figure, or for the advanced and pro level, you heard information that can help you to perform better. From me and from Katja, it was a great pleasure to be with you in this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, and to donate if you want to support what we do, because as you can see, we don't have sponsor and we do it with passion just to share our ballroom love with you. So guys, see you in the next video.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.